Well, hi, Steve. Well, I have a question for you. And the first one starts with that Oracle has been baking AI into Fusion Suite for a while now, but you're going to announce something this week that seems really next level. And so how is this going to change the day-to-day for our customer experience?
Well, it's actually gone pretty quickly. So we started just 2 years ago with embedded AI. And then last year we talked about AI agents. And then AI moves so quickly. We usually announce things at this conference, but we announced mid-year Agent Studio, which allowed our customers to configure and tailor the AI agents that we were delivering. We've now delivered over 600 across the applications. But what I'm going to announce is basically the AI agent marketplace. So now we've opened it up not only to the 600 agents that we've delivered, but to over 24 partners. And this is at launch. So there, of course, there's going to be way more partners who've already created over 100 different agents. So it really changes the game in that now our customers can leverage the AI that we build, can leverage the AI that our partners build, and can build it themselves. So the speed of acceleration is just going to increase.
With all of what we've built so far and the agents we've created, the use cases that we're seeing from our customers, do you see like a center of gravity or some area where it's particularly taking off?
Yeah, I think there's probably two broad classes. There's, the heavy lifting, big automation. We've got a payment agent, but not only takes work out of the payables process, but also allows customers to optimize their cash position in ways that you never could before, because you didn't have automation and high tech and AI behind it. So there's a whole class of just large transformational things. And then what the end users are, it's very interesting. They have almost what I would describe as sort of macros on top of their ERP. Little annoying tasks that would take an hour, 2 hours a week that just made our products a lot harder to use, a lot harder to get through, and a lot of manual labor. And as soon as they've seen the Agent Studio, that is where they focus on. And so I'd say it's really two categories of things, sort of the large and strategic, but also paired with a lot of tactical improvements that, while I say it's tactical for every individual one, but to an end user, if I could save you an hour a week, and I save your peer an hour a week, and I save, the person in the next department an hour a week, it starts to add up.
Yeah, it adds up. All those things add up, yeah.
Well, some vendors are sprinkling AI on like it's kind of glitter. And so, but we're building it into the apps. How is that different?
Well, I mean, it's back to sort of our tagline now, AI changes everything. I mean, it really changes everything. So we find that when you have to take a fresh look, how do I tell you, hey, we've got the best general ledger in the world, and then we're going to add AI on top? It doesn't make sense. It's fundamentally transformed the user interface, the business workflow, how humans get involved or not get involved, the level of automation. And then, like as you mentioned in a payment example, it's not just automation, it's allowing you to have much more sophisticated rules and do things transaction by transaction that you just never could do before. So I don't really understand the approach of sprinkling it on the side. I mean, it's a fundamental, sort of like it's a brand new ingredient into the recipe. You can't just like put it off to the side. You're making the dinner all over again.
You have to embed it.
Absolutely, yeah. To get the true power of it, that's what you have to do.
Yeah.
You're showing a lot of great examples in your keynote of AI in action, but if I could ask you, I'm going to use this word, maybe we could change it if you don't like it, but what's a favorite customer story that shows what's possible when AI is really working behind the scenes in the way you've described?
I guess I would go to one of the customer sponsors, the Cleveland Clinic, and they had a very similar reaction to Oracle, which is they like the agents that we deliver. They're looking forward to that ledger agent. They're looking forward to narrative reporting. They use the payment agents. But once they got Agent Studio and then with the Agent Marketplace, they deployed that out to their end users in finance. And literally, they had a list of, I took the call, and how are you doing on deploying, ledger agent? How are you doing deploying? And I said, yep. Got those, we're on their way. Plus, we have 100 other ideas that we're building. And that was, probably within a couple weeks after we released Agent Studio. So this pent-up demand for end users to really take and extend and automate our transaction has been eye-opening to me. And that's my favorite example, because it's been then since that first call with the Cleveland Clinic, I've seen that repeated. I've seen it repeated at Hearst. I've seen it repeated at Oracle. We're seeing it repeated at Home Office. So there's lots of examples where that's happening.
Steve, thank you so much for joining us today.
I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.